Good. I can never get the tie. It's a half Windsor, but I can never get it right for some whatever. Hi. This is probably as much as a surprise for you as it is a surprise for me. But oh, I'm wearing this no headset off. Where was I? Yeah, I need to make this video for you guys because there's been some very big changes in my life recently, and because I initially promised you guys a video every week of July, and I'm going to have to break that promise a bit, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation. Basically, what happened is earlier this week, at the time I'm recording this, I got a call from my wife who was on the verge of tears because she had just gotten a call from a university we had applied to earlier in the year. And while we had initially been waitlisted and then eventually told there were just no spots left for us, we were now being told that my wife has been accepted into the College of Veterinary Medicine and that she was going to get to become a doctor after all. And we were overjoyed. The issue, though, is because of how late of a notice this is, we have about 40 days, like as of when I heard this news, to not only cancel all of our moving plans, but to entirely relocate our lives to the Midwest instead of going to live with my family in Texas towards the end of the year. And that's going to take a lot, if not all of my present effort, because, whoa, we got to completely relocate our lives. Yeah, I probably should have made a script for this, but I'm just doing it. The bright side, though, was I was saving up a lot of money because we were hoping to only stay with my parents in Texas for a very limited amount of time and then just finding our own place once we figured out what we wanted to do with our lives after Plan A had failed. We had initially been trying to get my wife into grad school for 2 years with nothing but thousands of dollars wasted on applications and interviews and a lot of rejection. So we were kind of over it and looking to move on, but this changes everything. We get to live the dream now. I have a lot of savings, so at the very least, like I've got everything set up. In fact, within 48 hours of hearing the news, I've already secured and signed a lease for an apartment. I've found us homeowners insurance. I found us our utilities. I've got our internet set up. I have canceled all the hotels that we had for going to Texas and have completely replotted our route to get us to the university. Hotels booked and all, but I still have a lot to do. We still need to secure like financing. We still need to figure out like if I'm able to find a job there, period, because I looked around and it looks like most of everything in the area we're going to is still shut down as it should be. So it looks like I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber for at least another year, which I'm not going to lie is a blessing that I can basically ride out the pandemic at home, knowing that my wife is probably in the safest place she could possibly be. And I can shelter in place, and just anything I make off this service, I can put towards the loans or savings. That being said, God damn, I should have made a script. This is hard and really weird because if anything, I just feel bad about the fact that even though I'm at my limit, I have to tell you guys I'm sorry, but I'm going back on a promise. And that now more than ever, I need your guys' support. Because like be it through Patreon, be it through subscribing, be it through like just simply watching the videos so that I get like a little bit of ad revenue. Like don't watch videos on repeat. That's against terms of service. Like just watching videos, you know. I have to admit that I'm so thankful for your guys' support. I can't believe like I did this as a hobby to try and work through my stutter fresh out of high school. And here I am with nearly 50,000 subscribers at the time of recording this and steady growth, like the kind of growth that like, even though sure, I'm not like on trending every time I make a video, I have a consistent fan base. I have all of you, like I've got a great community in the Discord and I'm so happy that this is happening. And here goes. I never show my face or anything in videos because One, I am extremely camera shy. I have adult ADHD, which gives me the crazy eyes. In fact, I intentionally, sometimes even indoors when I'm out in social situations, wear my glasses because I know some people get put off by like how hard it is for me to make eye contact. But I guess if I'm going to be doing this, I'll just look. All right, let's just do this. This is me. I'm sure some of you have already seen me before. In fact, I know a few of you, I can take these off for now and just try to look you in the eyes as I'm doing this. Part of the reason why I'm wearing this is so that you can see, I'm going to throw up a picture, and this is what I normally look like. But I decided at the start of lockdown, I was going to start growing a Rona beard. Like, okay, kind of like a playoff beard, except we don't shave until the vaccine is made and deployed. And then I also realized that shouldn't be going to the barber, should be limiting all unnecessary excursions just to help with the effort of nipping this thing in the bud. And here I am, looking like an off-brand Beetle. And this I just wore for the reference for the picture, wherever it's going to be, so that you have an idea of how I normally look. As you can see here, no matter how I am, I always just look awkward and gawky. And what else was I going to put in this? By the way, this is my entire world back here. This is all we can afford in California, is just a simple rented room because things are really expensive. That's why we were trying to get out, is because even though I was born and raised here in Southern California, it's unviable. Even with us both working full-time jobs, it's completely unviable. And especially just, I ran the numbers for just how much it's going to cost to go through grad school. And even before I add in like me possibly finishing my bachelor's degree, that's a lot of money. On the bright side though, where I'm living now, I'll finally have control over my internet access. So I'll be able to maybe stream and maybe make some money that way. Like on top of videos, I can just stream myself either editing videos or perhaps recording games that I'm going to cover, like playing through them, because I prefer to have an entire playthrough of everything so I'm actually knowledgeable about what I'm talking about, and looking at that runtime right now, this is getting long, and I apologize for my natural awkwardness. I don't know why I'm apologizing for anything. I want to make this as a big thank you to all of you for your support and letting you guys know what's happening. I'm still going to try and make that big Deus Ex video for 50,000, because likely by the time you see this, we might be at 50,000, just because the plan with this video is I've got this slated for week 3 because I finished the first 2 of the Halloween in July videos, and they're uploaded. And I'm starting to work on the 3rd one for Outlast, but I don't know if I can make it in time unless I cut some serious corners, and I'm not about that. And then maybe you'll see this on week 4. Maybe I somehow rally super hard and I get everything done, like for moving, and can focus on videos, and I get all 4 videos out and you're seeing this the week that I'm moving. So maybe everything goes out great, but if not, I've got this video here. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your support and just being here with me. I love what we have here, and it's just all around been a good time. And this is a crazy time in my life. I never thought any of this was going to happen. We've been handed a lot of really bad losses in the last couple of years, from like being gentrified out of our apartment and having to move in and rent a room with someone, to being rejected from grad school. And here we are now knowing that we're going to grad school after all. It's going to be in a part of the country where we can afford like a full-blown 2-bedroom apartment. And even after all the bills, it's less than half of what we paid in California. So I'm going to have my own office to make videos. I'm going to do everything I can to increase the quality of videos. And we're just going to see what happens. I'm probably forgetting something that I'm going to have to re-record. But yeah. Bye. See you soon. I'm terrible at ending these things. Okay, Frisk, what are you doing this time? I kind of need that to support my back. That's for my chair. Can I have this back?
See, was that so hard? You ready for a stream now?
I think so.
You're a weirdo.